and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you what I eat in a day, pregnancy edition. So this is in my first trimester. I'm going to attempt to do this throughout each of the 3 trimesters because I'm assuming things are going to change. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm in my first trimester. I am now 11 weeks and 3 days. So, you know, not really showing too much. There's definitely a little something that's never been there before, which we're very happy about. Feeling good, still wearing all of my clothes. But today, our focus is what I'm eating. So if you're new here, hello, I'm Tracy. I put up brand new fitness, wellness, and lifestyle, and now pregnancy videos every week. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. And for everyone, make sure you click on that little bell icon so you know every single time I have a brand new video that goes live. So before I get into this video, I do have to just say something. We just have to, talk about the elephant in the room. Everything in my apartment in Miami is reflective. It's Miami. We like things shiny. So I'm fully aware that you can see my light. There it is. I look like I have a halo. And you can see my camera. Yep, there it is. But there's nothing I can do. And so I thought this would be weird if I don't do a what I'm eating in a day video in my kitchen. So now that we know that, there's literally, even if I had a professional camera crew, their lights would be shown here as well. So we're gonna do what we can do, and this is just called, sharing the love here. So, let's talk about the food and what I'm eating. So I have not had crazy cravings, like weird combinations or anything like that. But I've definitely changed what I've eaten considerably since being pregnant. So the first and most important thing is the hunger is real, meaning when I get up in the morning, I have to eat breakfast. There's no way I could do what I used to do, which was have coffee, stay awake for a few hours, and then have breakfast. That is not happening. And it's such physical hunger. I mean, there have been moments where I've been doing something on my laptop, and I can literally hear my stomach totally just give me food now. So that's been definitely very, very interesting. And I go from completely fine to starving in a second. And I'm pregnant, so you have to listen to that. So I'm not just eating a bunch of crap, and I haven't been eating junk food and things like that, but we're definitely gonna dive into it. So let's start off with breakfast. So in the past, one of my favorite breakfasts might be a smoothie or a smoothie bowl or, something like that, just getting some nutrients in my body. That is not the case at all anymore. For a couple of different reasons. Number one, I'm just not craving cold vegetables that much anymore. I really have noticed that I've had cravings more for cooked things, and wanting something that's just more dense and more grainy in the morning has been, I guess, a craving for me. So I'm still eating real food. So I might start off the day with maybe some sprouted grain toast, maybe with some peanut butter or some jam on it. I've definitely done that a bunch of times. I'll put inserts in here. One of my favorite breakfasts has been sprouted grain cereal, and then I'll mix in some granola in that, so it's sort of a mixture, because I find granola in and of itself, it's actually far too sweet for me. Oatmeal, I went through a phase of oatmeal being the best thing in the world.
So this is one of the pregnancy latest obsessions. So it's a little bit of this Purely Elizabeth granola. It has 7 grams of sugar, so it's a little bit sweet. So I just kind of put a little bit of that with this Ezekiel sprouted grain cereal, which is really good and plain. And the mixture with a little almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, is amazing.
Kind of interesting that, that's been definitely very different. Also eggs, I've been eating a lot of eggs. So one thing that I guess has been a craving has been put it on a corn tortilla.
So this is, I am now 10 and a half weeks, and breakfast is very different. So this is a corn tortilla that I heated up, non-GMO of course, with a well-done egg, because obviously pregnant. With avocado smashed, a quarter of an avocado with habanero sauce. I want everything spicy. And then I have a side of some gooseberries, which I've become obsessed with since I've lived in Florida. Water, almond milk latte, or coffee, whatever, it's not really a latte. Been sitting outside because it's gorgeous today. That's what's up.
Those are sort of, oh, and yogurt. You know, I normally in the past I wouldn't do a lot of dairy, and I started craving it a little bit. So I guess I have been having cravings, just not like weird cravings, like more real food cravings. Yogurt. So yogurt and kefir. I think I'm saying it right. Kefir. I think that's how you say it, is kefir. You guys can leave me a comment down below. That is definitely something that I was really craving, especially in the first like month or so, was dairy, which I don't eat a lot of dairy. So, you know, eating full fat yogurt and putting like berries and maybe some coconut and, you know, some nuts in it just to get some protein in there too. Because I do find, especially being pregnant, my breakfast doesn't last no matter what I have for as long as it would have before. So I do find that I have to add the healthy fats and, you know, some kind of protein in there. So, you know, in this case, in the form of nuts, so that I'm feeling more satiated. But it's been weird. It's been just totally different. Breakfast, I would say, is the biggest change for me for sure. Then, you know, snacks, I've been craving things like dried fruit, like dried figs, prunes, things like that. So I'm sure that there must be some nutrients that my body is craving from them, because that's not something I would normally have in my house. I definitely make a lot of like my little like kind of healthy trail mix. So I'll just take like nuts with coconut, maybe some raisins, again with the raisins, and you know, sometimes even some like chocolate chips in there for some sweetness. That's like a nice snack. Fresh fruit, you know, lately I've been on a citrus kick, so, you know, nice citrus fruit like an orange or a tangerine or something like that. And then apples with peanut butter. So just like cutting up an apple and adding pink sea salt to it and having some peanut butter has been just like a great snack for me. Lunch and dinner, it's kind of the same. I mean, lunch, it's really, I'm usually working and I'm working from home, so it's like whatever is easier. So sometimes it's leftovers, like whatever we had for dinner. If we have some left, I might heat that up. You know, sometimes it'll be a big salad, you know, and then I've been wanting some more probiotic foods. So things like kimchi or sauerkraut, like adding that in a salad. Has been really, you know, something that I've wanted. I normally eat a lot of fish. I don't really have I mean, number one, I'm trying to be mindful of mercury, but also I just haven't even had the desire for it. So it would be more like maybe some chicken, or even if we had some beef the night before, something like that added. Veggie burgers have been huge for me. So like a veggie burger, again, with avocado and like tons of jalapenos on it. I mean, literally, like you can't even see the burger. I put so many jalapenos on it. That's been something I've been having a lot for lunch. Or then like soup, if we have like some random soup. I know, random soup, but.
So this is my lunch. So what it is, I took some avocado oil, and I took a can of anchovies. Don't hate, I love anchovies. I'm Italian. And you just cook them down in the oil, and it has this like really nice nutty flavor. And I took some organic grape tomatoes and some organic spinach that, it was fresh, but I froze it because I was traveling. And I just kind of sauteed that together with a little bit of red pepper. And then I cooked up some red lentil pasta. And it was a ton of spinach, obviously it cooks down, and then I added a little extra red pepper. Oh, and some capers, there's some capers in here too. So it's kind of like my take on a puttanesca, but yum.
Soup, things like that have been really great. And then, you know, dinner, it's just whatever we're in the mood for. So, you know, I've been cooking a bit more, so a lot more chicken. I've actually been cooking a little bit more beef, and I think, you know, obviously you don't have to eat beef when you're pregnant, so, you know, I understand if you're vegetarian or vegan, I'm not. So I just always get best quality, you know, grass-fed and organic if possible, but oddly enough, I don't normally cook beef like at home ever, but I have been doing some like ground beef and kind of making like Taco Tuesday like every day. Anything on a taco shell has been something I've wanted. You know, sometimes it's, you know, just roast chicken with some vegetables, like normal stuff. And then we've, you know, on occasion doing like takeout. So, you know, I'm not gonna say that there hasn't been a slice of pizza in my life, absolutely. Last night we made a cauliflower crust pizza. So we, you know, tried to keep it a little healthier. I actually didn't enjoy it that much, which is funny, because normally I love that. But I was like, no, I'm not really so into it. And, you know, like Indian, you know, things like that. But what I've been really noticing is like spicy food. So because I've been so blessed and I haven't had any morning sickness or any kind of nausea at all, I have just been wanting, like, give me jalapenos, give me habanero, you know, any like red pepper flakes, like that's definitely something that I've wanted. Oh, another thing is I've been doing some, you know, like bean-based pastas. So, you know, red lentil or green lentil pasta, which I really, really like actually. So that's been something that we've been sprinkling in a little bit more. My husband, I would say, is definitely happy that I'm pregnant. I mean, obviously he's thrilled and over the moon that we're pregnant, but I think just that my eating, you know, choices are a little looser, you know, right now. So he's definitely enjoying that as well. So that's my first trimester update. You know, I've been feeling super, super good. Definitely a little bit quieter, like wanting to stay in a little bit more, like the idea of going to a restaurant, a loud restaurant is not very appealing to me. But you know, everything will change. So I'd love to hear from you. I hope that this was helpful for you. You know, at the end of the day, I'm eating real food, just like I always do, eat real food. It's just what I'm actually drawn to is absolutely different. And, you know, pregnancy is a time where we want to really, you know, more than ever, I mean, we should always be listening to our body, but especially, you know, as you're growing a person, right? We want to really listen to our body. And I believe that when we're having a craving, you know, something like dairy, something I wouldn't normally have, or even red meat, it's like, there must be a reason why I'm having that. So just, you know, listening to that, always getting best quality choices are really, you know, the best that you can do. So I'd love to hear from you, you know, what some of your cravings were, especially in your first trimester, or, you know, if you're pregnant currently now, yay, let me know. And yeah, so more to come. I won't be only doing pregnancy videos, but you know, my YouTube channel is really what's going on in my life and what's happening and wanting to share that with you. So I'd love to hear from you. Feedback if you like videos like this, if you want less videos like this, you know, please do leave your comments. The only thing I ask is just don't be a jerk. I won't be a jerk to you, you don't be a jerk to me. But I know that we have a community here of love. So that's what I've got for you. I hope that this was helpful for you. Please, if it was, give this video a thumbs up so that I know that you like content like this. And we will see you next time.